Some years ago, when I went to university, I had to make a decision about my future. I liked computers and I liked programming, but I also liked cells and I liked biology. I had to choose one. In the end, I decided to become a scientist, and I thought I was done. I would never get back to the idea of programming ever. But as you will see, that was not exactly the case. I do research on the immune system. More specifically, I try to find solutions to fight cancer. You see, in the normal circumstance, your immune system is very good at keeping you away from diseases. But cancer cells, they are smart. They can actually mask themselves so that the immune system doesn't see them. On my research, I try to make the immune system recognize the cancer cells again so that it can start the fight against them. How? Well, what if I told you that we can actually program cells the same way that we can program computers? Yes, because just like me, when I went to university, our cells also must make decisions about their futures, about what kind of cell they want to become. That's why we have cells from our eyes that know how to see. We have cells in our tongue that know how to feel the taste of things. Can you imagine having cells from your eyes in your tongue? I mean, they wouldn't know how to feel the taste of anything, and to be honest, they would see horrible, horrible things. As for cancer cells, they chose the dark side. They specialized in doing harm. And that's exactly what I want to change. Because what the cell does, its identity, it's controlled by a kind of a code. Not a computer code, no. A genetic code, the DNA. If you change the code on a computer, you change what the computer does. If you change the genetic code on a cell, you change what it does. You change its identity. And that is exactly what I'm trying to do. I like to think of myself as a kind of a hacker of some sorts, a hacker of cells. I don't work in the shadows. I work in the lab with a lab coat on and some gloves, some masks, you know the drill. In the lab, when I put the virus on my cells to infect them, they will add a little bit of code, a small code that will change them. My work has been to try different pieces of code to see which one of them does what I want. And I managed to do it. I have the code to make the cancer cells become their worst enemies. I reprogram the cancer cells to become immune cells. That way they lose their masks and they start a huge fight against themselves. They create a huge war because in a way they become their own traitors. For those types of cancers that are harder to treat, this can hopefully become a very good therapy. You see, we cannot be good at everything. We have to make choices. But sometimes we tend to think that what we choose is solid and forever. Maybe it's not. If you ever feel stuck, if you ever feel like you made a bad decision, just remember, even your cells can do something different. So maybe it's never too late to learn some new things. Thank you.